Yeat is dropping his new album, Lifestyle, this Friday, this week, and why he has the chance to drop his best album and go even bigger than the Drake feature already got him to is what I'll go over today. Plus, obviously, going over all the info, including the track list, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So we knew that a new Yeat album was coming. He has been hinting at this project, Lifestyle, for quite some time. We only got his last album, 2093, in February of this year, so about 8 months ago. And that project was already pretty successful. It got him a couple of really big songs and obviously also a Drake feature on his song on the deluxe, so that was pretty big. But it wouldn't be Yeat if he wasn't dropping multiple albums a year. And I mean, you gotta consider that it was only a year ago, in October of 2023, that he got the full-blown Drake cosign, not just with a picture, but with a feature on Drake's album For All the Dogs on IDGAF. So that song is his biggest to date, which obviously gave him a big boost, and that was only a year ago. So he's really on a roller coaster right now, coasting into this next successful record. Let's go over the basics of this album and then talk about why he really has a huge chance with this one. So he started it out with posting the confirmation that this album was actually coming about a day ago with the album cover, and he said in the caption, "Lifestyle cover, We Style Friday." Now, We Style isn't a single, it's not on the track list. It is actually just, him saying that it is coming this Friday, and this is the cover. It looks pretty rough. We have this burning house with two horses and him standing there and these trucks in the back. Reminds a little bit of an Astroworld cover with just a lot going on with different, just aesthetics, but it definitely fits Yeat's aesthetic as well. Now, he then also posted a trailer for this, also only about a day ago, which really just doubles down on this. We can see the cover being recreated in here, and it's in this house that is burning down. There are horses that in one scene are still alive, horses obviously also being some sort of symbolism, often also being used satanic, so I don't know where that is going, but he's then walking away from it. The horses are just skeletons at that point. It just looks like it's a burn it all down aesthetic. Hopefully it fits Yeat. I mean, it probably does. And then he also dropped merch, but what is most interesting about the merch website is the track list, because on the vinyls we can see the track list of this thing. He also posted it in the description of the items. As we can see here, 23 tracks with one bonus track, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's go through it real quick. If you have any info on the snippets, on the leaks, on the unreleased, please let me know which songs are sounding good so far. I just haven't been keeping up with it that much when it came to Yeat, so that's why I'm not really into it. But it's Geek Time, Shut the Fuck Up, They Tell Me, You Don't Know Life, Speedball, Orchestrate, The Coasts, Be Quiet, Go to Work, So What, Gone for a Minute, Forever Again, On One, Fly Troop, Eliminate, God Talkin', Shh, Lifestyle, New High, Heard of Me, Life Party, Fate, Style Life, and Back Then. So that's going to be the track list in usual Yeat fashion. Pretty long. Yeah, honestly, I would love to see a Yeat project at some point that is not as long as these 20 plus track lists, and see what that could do for him, if that would be a better option for him. But that's how it is. And there are multiple merch bundles on this website as well, also with different versions of vinyl sets that come with different digital exclusive tracks. For example, Style Life and Back Then, they are already on it, but 5 Brazy and Barbarian we didn't have. Also Graveyard and Gone we didn't have. And look at those covers for the vinyls. God damn, there are some, I don't know if I would say amazing covers, but just they're out there for sure. Now also there's an option for a digital album that has another exclusive track, so Project Lifestyle. So I mean, the album sales with the deluxes and the vinyls and the digital albums, they're gonna go insane for this album too. I mean, that's likely what he's trying to do, push the sales a little bit. At this point, it's a little bit excessive. If you already have 23 tracks on your original track list, you don't need, what, 5, 6 digital exclusive tracks? It's just a lot, but for all the fans, I guess it's a positive. I don't know, I never like stuff like that. I want an album that is complete, 10 to 15 songs, no deluxes, no digital exclusive, and that's just a body of work. But it's 2024, we're living in the music industry, so we can't change that. Now, what's also interesting is that none of the songs he's dropped over the past half year appeared on the track list. For example, he dropped Healy Man on SoundCloud about half a year ago. Then we've also gotten the King Tonka EP that had a Don Toliver feature on it with King Tonka and Heavy Stunts. So we also see in the cover of that the same aesthetic as this new album, so it would have made sense for that to be on there, but it's not. And we've also gotten this Turn Me Up single just randomly on his YouTube about a month ago, 2 months ago, I can't remember, but that also appeared. So it's pretty weird as to, you know, why they don't appear on there. But I mean, it's good. We're getting new music. We're getting a lot of new music. So let me know what y'all feel about this. Now, why I said that he has the chance to drop his best album is because 2093 was already so successful, and it seems like he does want this album to be pretty good, because none of the singles that have dropped so far have done, you know, outstandingly well commercially, and he didn't decide to put them on this record. While I do criticize this excessive use of exclusive tracks and deluxes and digital albums, I do think that Yeat, also with this aesthetic, going back to this, you know, kind of burn it all down, just rough, maybe a little bit rock influenced aesthetic, can definitely drop some songs that, you know, are something that people want to hear. And I mean, getting the boost from the 2 Drake features he's had, having some songs on his last album that, you know, solo did pretty well commercially, I think just solidifies that he can just drop songs on his own that go pretty big. So this album will really also be another test of establishing himself, because Yeat is not at the point yet where he's this superstar. He's like right before breaking through with it, and 2093 didn't change that to the degree that maybe some people hoped, but it did kind of establish his name with a broader audience, not just the underground, you know, rage audience we've had 3 years ago, 2 years ago even. I mean, his rise has been really, you know, atmospheric. So we'll see what this new album does for him, but I do believe he has a chance with this one to really shut some people up and to break through into another realm of just commercial success and being a household name, getting some crazy features. I mean, we don't have features on this, at least not that are, you know, not hidden. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. I do want to know how y'all feel about this though. What do you think about his new album? Do you think this will be his best to date? What do you think about all the deluxes and all the extra stuff on there? I definitely want to know what y'all feel about this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.